back at you one more. And I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. First time talking about my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning son and the beautiful family, just thank you so much for the love and support. The vibes you've been sending out towards me has truly been a blessing to me as I return them on sending them back out to you. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. If you have been watching the videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the videos are very uplifting, informative, give you good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times and need confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Today, the music that I'm listening to in the back is called Activate Your Five Spiritual Senses, Gain Spiritual Power, All Problem Solving, and Spread Generosity. And I will go ahead and post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101 Heyokas, as we walk away from confusion to focus on our clarity. You can't be going through all the things you used to go through. You don't find the same interests, the things that you were interested in before you went through your spiritual awakening. You see a lot of times, whatever your vibration was focused on, that's what gravitated towards you. If you were always focused on fear and insecurities, you'll start noticing a lot of people that are coming towards you that are fear based, and and threatened by insecurities. If there was people that was based on, you were always into drama and stuff like that, and you place your energy into that, that's what things would constantly gravitate towards you. And this is allowing you to see now where your focus is in, where your energy is in. I know I was going to do another video. It was like the content was like being careful about what you place your energy in, which is you have to be very selective about that. You have to be able to put yourself in boundaries, which is something hard for us as empaths to do. A lot of times we get people that are broken type mentality, or the underdog, or going through different things. We all went through those things because we were trying to find our way. We were trying to find our place in life. There's a lot of things we dealt with because we're feeding off the trauma that we've been through. You fed off the darkness that you were going through. As long as if you can embrace your darkness as well as your light, to be able to know those are both of the same things, it's gonna, you're taking towards a higher level. You're raising your consciousness in different ways that you can truly appreciate. I just look at all the things that we're going through as a learning process. We're all work in progress, and being able to know, this is why I always get so proud of myself, because every once in a while I will get somebody that's negative, or they'll be passive aggressive at times and stuff when I'm speaking a lot on my positivity, on the things that I do. Every once in a while it happens that way, that, there's people I have to like block off of my page, or, not to, even engage in, passive aggressive comments. I got one a couple of days ago. It was like, you're telling me all the things that I shouldn't be doing. And like I said before, I love when people can give you positive, corrective criticism. I'm all in for that. But it's like, if somebody's trying to tell me about myself, and I know what things that I needed to, change about myself in a better way. I can tell the difference between the energy you're bringing towards me is very genuine, and you're like, oh, well, Roslyn, you need to pay attention to the things that you said about this or the things you said about that, because I do that with other people too. And it's not to belittle anybody, because I know what that feels like. So it's just like when you're able to be guided by your intuition and know, okay, this is like some passive aggressive stuff, and I'm not even about to engage in it. Because see, before, usually if you come at me with the wrong thing like that and rub me the wrong way, I just unleash the beast of my words to you and just going about my business and leave it alone. But nowadays, you really have to really say something to me to make me want to reply to the ignorance that somebody's placed on me. Or sometimes I just don't even, I'm just like, you know what, just to respond, I will not leave a response and just block them and keep going about my business. But you allowed yourself to rise from the chaos that's going around you. Even if you're in a toxic situation, and as well as that, while you're in a toxic situation, but you're in a karmic cycle where you can't just run off. Universe makes sure they cut all type of frequencies for you to be able to walk out of there. They needed you to be in this situation for you to be taught on valuable lessons of that situations that's going to uplift you in ways that you didn't know. So it's allowing you to basically rise above that, because now it's just like the people that I'm dealing with now is wanting to know the truth. How can they be goal driven, not even really goal driven, but just being able to be a better person. What your mission is, well, somewhat we know what our mission is, but being able to heal and grow, it's all about giving truth. It's all about giving encouraging words, all about seeing all of us win. Not everybody has that type of mentality we got. Sometimes it hurts us, and like, damn, I was being good to these people and this and this and that, and this is what I got back. Don't ever allow yourself to be, allow your kind heart, your sweet, your mindset towards helping others just because that's what the person reflected towards you. That's letting them know, you've been down your path of learning from the things that wounded you or traumatized you. There may be that you spread it amongst others. You are going down your path of healing and achieving and growing and rising, and not everybody's on that path yet. So I mean, at times it's hard for us to not take it personal, even though it's directed at us. But that's allowing you to see what kind of mentality they have, what kind of character they have, that they love to spread towards people. When you're dealing with toxic relationships and you deal with narcissistic people, at times when we go through different things, when it comes to relationships, I remember I seen it on one of Jay Sheedy's videos. A lot of times when you cheat on somebody, okay, maybe there was some things that you did on your personal, your personal essence or whatever you did. But there's a lot of times that person is that type of person. It's like when I was dealing with the things I've dealt with, I've seen people I was attached to that dogged out the last person or wanted to see that person upset and stuff like that, and allowed me to see that, and I wasn't that type of person. And my self-esteem wasn't like that, to get off on seeing somebody hurt, because I've been in that, in that seat. I've been in them shoes where that happened. And then when they see that they're like that, it's like people get off on seeing people upset about seeing people hurt and stuff like that. And you always got to make sure, it's like when you deal with people like that, you got to question yourself. It's like, okay, if I get to this term with these type of people, are they going to do me the same way they're showing me about other people? And pretty much it is. A lot of times we feel like there's something personally wrong for us for people to go out and cheat on us and stuff like that at times. Or there's a lot of times we could have been on that stick of cheating on somebody. There's a lot of times we've been in a relationship where you weren't getting the attention, your needs weren't being met, so you stepped out. Some people, shoot, all they need is a space and opportunity, and there's some people are like that. And it's like you tend to learn yourself on a deeper level when you have parted ways with that. You're allowing yourself to see, it's not always you at that time. It's a lot of times it's people like that. If you know you are a loyal person from inside and out, they just cheated themselves out of a blessing. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Just allow yourself to grow from that, learn from it. That's with any relationship, whether it's a friendship or it's a partnership. Karmic cycles and these generational curses, you learn so much on those things, and it makes you strong to where you can't be shook when you're allowing yourself to rise above all the negativity, all the drama. It's when you're like that and people are still on that type of flow, they ain't gonna know how to approach you about things, because it's like sometimes I remember I seen a post I was gonna put up the other day on the community. It's talking about you rise above all those things. People will come back for you thinking you're the old you, and then when they end up getting that reflection of truth, they were like, well, dad, what happened to that person? I'm not that person anymore. It's just like when I see people that come towards my way, that work overtime on trying to block me from my blessings, and they don't even realize I already see what they're doing, and just don't even play into it. It's just like when people ask you, oh, it's like, especially when you're getting towards your blessings, you will have people from your past that will feel you going through different changes for the better, and they were like, oh, hell no, I don't want them doing better than me, I don't want them doing that. But they don't realize, I always tell people, when you can go out your way to do that to people, don't you know you can use the same energy to heal yourself and go along your path? Your journey is your journey, that person is their journey. Don't compare what they're doing to what you're doing, because you don't know what sacrifices they're making, what things they're going to, and what the things they had to do to get to that. And it's all about that. When you're allowing yourself to really see things what they are, the world can bring a lot of darkness towards your way, a lot of negative vibes towards your way. But don't ever change your energy, because that's what the world want to reflect to you. You can be that example, that that what is it, mascot of love and happiness. A lot of times we have to be that way, and it's just like when you've gone through so many different traumatic situations, that's the person that gives the most love out to people, because you hurt the most, and what, it drag you into their storm. Sometimes you got to be able to be like, you want to drag me into the storm, why don't you just come in my peace and we can just deal that way. But if you can't deal with stuff like that, that they let you know. It's just like time lets you know. It's like, where it's been said that, through everything, through your timeline or through your life, you'll know your friends. You'll see your friends, but when it goes to hard times, you'll see who was your friend. And that's true. Going through this path of enlightenment and knowledge has allowed me to really see people's true colors about where I fit in their life. And it's just like, I used to always want to talk about how people did me, and I was so hurt for that, because I'm, looking at the memories of my like my Facebook memories, and they show you about the things you used to post on certain days. Maybe it could have been a year ago or even 2 or 3 years ago. And I see the things that I used to say, and I'm like, oh my God, no, I was not like that. And that was just like, people are in your life for a reason. They're either there for a blessing, or they're in for a lesson, or they're there for a season. Through all that, if they're not there no more, excuse me, if they're not there no more, there's a reason for that. And it's just like, no matter if this was a situation for a negative or a positive, I'm appreciating all that it brought to my table, because it allowed me to see how I can approach things. It allows me to see um, how to go about things, not allowing myself to cut off myself from the world, of allowing me to, to be friends with people, because I've had so many people in and out my life, going through these situations has been very tough for me, and it was like, I know if when I look at my life and I see the things that has transpired in my life, then, it made me go back to see when, like these people, whether or not they were like on American Idol, or they got discovered on YouTube, or, somebody videotaped them and put it on there, and they just got, famous from those certain things that has impacted their life. And they always, in the interview will be like, what was the best and the worst experience through this time of where you are now? The best time is, where you are, you're able to do the things you truly enjoy. But the sad times is when you lose the people that you really held dear to your heart. And a lot of times you have to be able to do that. I mean, there's so many people that I've been attached to, that I've known for so many years, that I grew up with, that, they were my A1 till day one. And then when this situation came about with me knowing who my family was, knowing I was, a public figure's daughter, a lot of people either didn't want to believe me, either felt some kind of way about that situation, because I never voiced my situation about my parents. And, they knew I was adopted, and they knew that, I used to tell them, yeah, my mom tells me that my dad's a musician and stuff like that. But it was like I always kept that thing to myself, about, the things that I went through as a child, what kind of punishment I got, just because I mimicked my dad in some kind of way. It was all those things. Then they were like, Roslynn, damn, you never told us about this. And, I was just like, I didn't want to talk about that. There's a reason for everything about me being said. And I used to tell people, you think you know everything about me. I don't let you know everything. I let you know what I want you to know. It's a big difference. And so when all this stuff came out after my dad's passing and everything, people that I went to high school with, and they were like, Rosalind, Prince is your dad, but then they knew I was telling the truth, because I mean, I look just like my dad. It's like a splitting image of him, picture like next to it. And it was even creepy to me, but then I started seeing their true colors. There's a lot of people that, I went to school with, they were really close to me. And anytime they see something about my dad on the internet, they send, long as they've been sending like stuff that was very positive. They were like, Rosin, we thought of you when we saw this. And it was a true blessing to me. But also with the people that, I looked at like really tight, a relationship with them, they've turned their back on me. And that was a very hurtful situation. So it felt like I was in the world by myself, longing for that connection with my family, longing to know, the backstories on my family or whatever. But then, the things that my mom told me about my dad, and about my family and stuff like that, I held dear to me. And now it's like the blessings come to me when things come up, and and I get to know more things about my family and stuff like that, whether it was good or it's bad. I can actually be blessed for those different things in my life, and it's taught me a lot, and allow me to be able to see the world for what it truly is, and not allow it to make me bitter or make me mean because these people wanted to turn their back on me, and it was very hurtful to me. And I used to talk about that a lot. But now it's like, that was just a lesson I had to go through, just like there's lessons you're going through. You got to see people's, true intentions with you, but it allowed you to be able to separate yourself from that, that dark stuff that people tend to be in, so you can gravitate towards more people that were like, uh, goal driven, let me stop saying driven, positive, you know, driven. Let me just say it like that. You're connecting with people that want to know the truth about their lives, wanting to know, is there other people that are on that same type of level as me? Yes. Are you going crazy? No, you're just seeing everything from a different view, allowing you to see things for what they truly are, and being able to, benefit off of those things on so many different levels. Being on this, on this road of learning myself on, taught me a lot, and I can appreciate that. It's brought me good times, and it's brought me a lot of bad times as well. It allowed me to see the truth with anybody I've had held into contact with. It allowed me to have that power to know, if you can't respect me for who I am, and you're not in my life you know uh for a good reason, I had to part my ways from it, and it's a blessing that God gave me that gift, where I know when, that energy is different, that energy is very questionable. When there are certain things that you cannot be saying towards people, because energy, universe will let you know it's not supposed to be said. You can be on the phone with somebody, and there'll be certain things, like if you're showing I had to call them back, because then you have to think about it. Universe don't want you passing judgment on people, even though these people did you the wrongest way they possibly did. But allow yourself to respect what they showed you. They showed you their truth. You need to believe that truth that they showed you, no matter how bad it was, and allow yourself not to change for that. Just grow from it and appreciate it. Because it's like the more we walk away from things that are no longer positively serving us, you'll be amazed what kind of gifts and blessings come into your life. Because a lot of times, just with the circle you keep, it can keep you, from the things that you are truly trying to achieve in your life, just because the energy you're keeping, how you speak upon yourself could be the main reason why you haven't got the blessings that you got. You learn every day about something new. You're always learning something new, and you have to be able to say, dang, I'm glad about that. I love it, because I'm learning something new every day. I'm meeting different people every day. Being able to know that you love the videos I put out because I speak truth. A lot of people don't like when I speak truth, but hey, that's not my problem. I say what I gotta say. Now, how you take it is all on you. But knowing I know I'm coming from a positive, loving place. Being able to speak your truth. I used to get fired for those things when I had different jobs. And understand why family members was threatened by me, because I spoke that truth. I didn't kiss nobody's behind. I didn't want to be that yes girl to try to fit in with everybody. I had to beat to my own drum and just didn't care, about what I did. And there's a lot of times where I can see how my dad carried himself. I had to laugh about it, because I said, well, now I see where I get it from and stuff like that. And I can really respect the game on that. But it's a beautiful thing when I can see the gifts that I have, the experiences I went through. It allowed me to really see this is how strong I am. Because if you look at your situations, the major things that has transpired in your life, even in the negative way that really hit you differently, it allows you to see this truth you carry. And I tell anybody that if you went through some huge trauma that you already see that other people wouldn't have been able to handle the way you handled it, that's letting you know how strong you truly are. And I tell anybody that, when you can allow yourself to see, I mean, you were knocking on the devil's door so many different times when it came to different situations. You've been placed in, a lot of dark places. You have experienced a lot of negativity in your life. You had to be, if you know you were going to do this, because it allowed you to see how you can relate to other people that are going through it and how you can be able to help somebody. And, that allowed me to see what I'm doing in my life, and being able to be grateful for the platforms I'm able to express my truth on, being able to say what I gotta say, and just know that I'll have you look at your situation in a different way. Heyoka, is we're good at, expressing truth, where it can allow you to help others view different situations in their life from a different perspective, and a positive one. I used to be that person that was like very, not, I don't want to say negative, but I used to, worry about the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was negativity, but it was all about how things were. I was always placed in like I was never good enough. Everything was always my fault. There was never nobody else's. Even if I had death in that was death in the family, whether it was a close friend of mine or somebody that I held dear to me, I never was able to really, grieve in that way. I was always told to get over it. People died. But when it came to other people, it's like, oh, that person feels so bad and I feel so sorry for them. And I'm just like, well, damn, what did I do? I'm not able to grieve, but you feel bad for this person. And it allowed me to really appreciate everything for what it were, what it was. It's just like, with my mom's ex-husband and his wife, they always used to teach me things. It's like when somebody's done something very bad to you, and they know that they did something bad, and you react to it, that lets people know they still got that power over you. And it's like when you run into that person again, and you don't allow yourself to engage in that negative situation that they placed you in, that'll scare somebody worse than anything, because they know they had something coming. But when you don't, react the way they, bring that reaction of what they did to you towards their face, and you're just acting like, okay, you're just an average person to me. I'm not allowing myself to be angered by the things you've done to me in my past. I'm so over it. I've been like that. I'm just like, hey, it is what it is. I learned my lesson from that. That just taught me where you were, how your mentality is, and how I need to perceive you, and go on about my business. I'm not about to put my energy into that situation anymore. It's allowing me to really see what things are. It is where it is. Allow yourself to reflect on that, heal from it, grow from it, and keep it moving. And that gives you the clarity to go along your path. That's allowing you to rise, raise in your consciousness, to be a better person, because I used to always take it to heart when people did things, and it was like, regardless if they did it towards me, it's never nothing personal. This is, people do things like this because they have issues with their self that they still need to heal from. There's parts of them, of their self, that they don't like, so they have to get themselves souped up just to make them feel powerful or inferior. That's what I've always been attracted to when it came to family and stuff like that. And the people that really cared about me and that was very genuine are no longer here on this physical plane, but they got my back on the spiritual one. So, everything that happens to you in your life is a lesson and a blessing that really has taught you a lot. And when you can allow yourself to really see everything that on your path that you come into contact with has made you a better person, the better off you'll be. You know what I'm saying? So, because I know it's hard to deal with the things that we go through, but that's what the lesson of spiritual awakening is. They want you to be able to see things at a higher perspective, being able to understand why certain things had to happen, learn from the mistakes that you have made with the decisions that you placed on your performance of life, and it makes you grow from all those things. And when you allow yourself to rise from all that negative and BS that's been applied to your life, and this is no longer serving you, you will get all the answers you need to get. Because at times I get the comments and people are like, Roslynn, I don't know what I should do, or this has happened in my life, and I've been going through this. Everything that you're needing, everything that you need to know, it resides in you already. Anything that you're thriving hard to get is already yours already. You just had to go through different terms and conditions to get to it. It's already been written that you're going to have it. You're going to have people that's in your way and that's going to block you, or slow things down for you. And I always tell people, if you place different things on people, yeah, you might have been able to slow it down for a minute, but it's not going to be stopped. There's certain things, doors are going to open for you that no man can shut. So what is for you is for you. You're the only person that can mess that up for yourself, either because you're focusing on the wrong things, you're putting your energy in something negative, or you're so busy, not focusing on your growth, and then you just focusing on what you want in life. You have to go through it to get towards it, and being able to achieve all these different things for it to be open to you. Allow yourself to be able to grow, and, be grateful for everything that life has taught you. You're going to get blessings and also the lessons you got to get along the way. But you have to be able to, universe already has that confidence in us that, hey, you got what it takes to do this, because we all do. But we have to go through that trial and error to be able to understand the power that we have that confidence in ourselves, as well as the faith in ourselves, to know, we're in for it. We're going to get whatever we need to, what we're supposed to get. As long as you apply yourself, be selfless at things that you're wanting to do, being able to do things without looking for anything in return, allowing yourself to learn from the mistakes that you have made in the past as well as the current. Allow yourself to be loving even when people are reflecting ugly to you. Like they always say, what they do towards you that's hateful is their karma, and how you respond to it is yours. So it's just a lot of times, even though it's hard to walk away, you got to walk away. So, but I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I'm going to do one more video. Like I told y'all, we had a very bad tornado storm last night, and I didn't get much sleep. You talk about synchronicities was really kicking my behind last night. It was like I was waking up at uh was it 111, and then it was 2:22, and then I got up again, it was 3:33. My cat woke me up at 5:55, and I'm just like, you know what? Because I was just gonna rest today. But I know I had to do what I need to do, and then I'm gonna take my days of rest and get, sorry about that, y'all. Get what I had to get done, but then to that. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Just drop me a line, let me know. Try to do another video, y'all. If not, I'll just start off tomorrow because I'm really starting to get drained and tired. I was trying to do the best I could today. Matter of fact, this is gonna be my last video, and I'll just start off smart tomorrow. Um, I said smart tomorrow. I'll start off early. That lets you know I'm sleepy. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Yeah, I'm just go ahead and just just take it to the game, and let you know that I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rest of them tomorrow because y'all, I'm so sleepy. I didn't get that much sleep last night. But I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Much love to you on all these different levels, and I would love to give a post notification shout out to let me see Sydney and Claire McGee and let me see if I can pronounce this right. A Koya Emmett. I know it's like Heyoka time backwards. So much love to you, and Orchids Rising. Much love to you as well. So I hope y'all have a safe weekend. Be responsible at everything you do. Drop a line, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share, tell somebody about the channel. Um, and know you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything that you're trying to achieve comes to you more than what you asked for, and comes sooner than you expected it to be. So, make sure you give out love, light, and positivity, as well as prosperity vibes. You never know, all those things can take somebody a long way. And I'll see you on the next video. Much love, peace, be well.